All right, good day, hi, and welcome. It's nice out. It was minus 35 last night, and that wasn't so nice out. I had a little bit of a storm the other day, so I'm going to do some tracking here. Go back, check my wolf snares, and yeah. Oh, nice to get some vitamin D and some sunshine. That's 2 days this month so far we had sunshine. Full sunshine. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah, we're coming around the corner here. I'm gonna get a face full of vitamin D, and that's kind of what we need. That wind is cold though. Yeah. So I guess technically I'm pretty much done my trapping for the season. Oh, that's nice. Like, make sure you get some under your tongue, you know, in your eyeballs, stuff like that. You take most of your vitamin D through the eyeballs, just so you know. So I guess one thing, if I'm going to be starting a new series, which is going to be basically a like bushcraft and stuff like that. I still gotta sharpen my poor tomahawk. What I'm gonna do is I'll just give you like little tips and snippets and stuff like that. But just for those of you who don't know, yeah, vitamin D, you typically take it in through the eyeballs, stuff like that. And winter months, you know, are hard. I mean, we're into February 9th, so I mean, hey, you know, we're getting there. We're a third way through. February and March just kind of, even though March is a short month, it seems like February is a short month. But I believe it's a leap year this year, so it might be 20. We might be getting an extra day. There's been a little bunny hopper track, or a mouse track. You see his tail there. And by this time of the year, most people, I mean, by the time it's spring, it's like 6 months between, you know, the time it snows and the time it goes, right? And in that time you can lose a lot of energy, and a lot of people get depressed and stuff like that, especially right around when you get these days where it's nice out but it's blistering cold. So it's like you look outside, you see nice sunshine, and you don't want to go outside, and that actually I think depresses more people. So here's the solution. Here's the reg solution to this. Bundle up and get the hell outside for 20 minutes or half an hour, whatever it is. No matter how cold it is, just get out there. Get your immune system up, you know. I mean, one good thing about this winter is it's like all winters, they take forever, but it does pass relatively fast when you get out and you do something every day. And if you can get out during the day when there's sunlight, it's amazing how much just a little bit of sunlight will charge you up. So that's kind of like, I know it's not really a bushcraft tip, but it is important to it, is your health and your energy and your immune system. Now a lot of people, I think they want to get into bushcraft and stuff like that, but they just don't get the opportunity. They're stuck in an office building all the time. They don't get enough fresh air, but that fresh air does a lot for you. Number one, when you're out and about, you're not eating, okay, you're out doing this, you are exercising, so you're moving, you know, you're getting the blood flow going and all that stuff. And if there happens to be sun, even if there's no sun, you should still get out, because at least you get keep the exercise part up, right, which keeps your immune system up. Then when the sun does come out, you go out, you just enjoy it so much more. Like right now it's just awesome. It's like only like maybe -9, -10, considering it was -35 last night. And you should see the ice on my windows last night. And of course, yes, yesterday we had a little bit of a mishap in the house. The washing machine overflowed. It was raining in the basement. I was like, I kept hearing this weird sound. I was like, what the hell's going on? It's like, it's raining in the basement. Oh. So yeah, there it was with the dustpan, kind of like scooping up water for about an hour there between me and my dad. Glad I caught it when it was, and we didn't leave the house, because that would have been pretty disastrous. So, but yeah, getting out there, getting your vitamin D. The other thing too is, because you're using more, like I say, you kind of struggle for every footstep. Like if it's not so bad when it's powder like this, it's kind of, I've got a trail kind of packed below, but it's still labor intensive to walk around, right? But because you're always forcing, when you get back home, right, you feel a lot more refreshed. Number one, you got your fresh air in you. You got your fresh vitamin D on you. Check me out. And then you've got that kind of charging you up. You've done something that day. You've exercised, and you've kind of got out of the stagnant indoor air. And this fresh air, man, I don't know about you, but you get out here for an hour and a half, you come home, you got to take a nap. I mean, you're just, if it gets like, one thing we get in here in Canada is we get kind of like 4 types of winter. We get the really wet, nasty, damp, chill you right to the freaking bone, instant flash freeze kind of stuff. Miserable, miserable, miserable. And that one's just not fun. But if you go outside and then when you come back in, you trust me, you will appreciate the warm house when you come in. Because it's so miserable in comparison to being in a warm house, that it just lifts your spirits naturally. So there's that. The second is that frozen Arctic tundra, kind of like you're walking on styrofoam stuff, which you'll probably get that more in March, where you get the crust. You get like a mild day, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're walking on a crust, and it's just like, it's like kind of like a pavement everywhere. It's like, it's pretty interesting. Some tracks here. And then you get the really alpine type air, where it's not that cold, it's relatively mild, but the air is so thick, it's just like, it's like you just want to take a nap. You're like, it's good, but it's like, it just like, yeah, it's just like you almost get epoxiated because the oxygen is so rich, you know what I mean? It's like, it's alpine air, so we get lots. And then we get you know, just kind of that mix in between, you know. So there's that. But the thing is the first start of bushcraft is just get out and get out into the bush and enjoy yourself. The series should be pretty interesting. I don't think it's gonna be like overly spectacular. I mean, I got to do everything on a budget, so very extremely tight budget. So it's more going to be about passing on knowledge and stuff like that than you know, here's a review of this, review of that. Like, I tend to have something like this Tomahawk. I've probably had it for 5 years now or something like that. So I'm not one of those guys that just goes out and buy like endless amounts of gear. I can't afford it anyway, and I have no place to really store it all. I mean, I already got a knife addiction there that I got to deal with. So anyway, that's, I guess, the first video. We'll go on to some other stuff. I'm going to talk about some trees and navigation today, I think.